why we are not joining other groups under Tawhed and not separate into different groups. What is the Tawhed? Believing in one Allah. Christians believe in one Allah too, isn't it? Like this or like that. Jews believe in one Allah too, isn't it? Now so many people saying Hindus believe in one Allah. Everyone believing in one Allah. So that is a very good question. And I bet you, if Prophet ﷺ was here, you're going to say the same question to him. Why are you separating? Why are you not uniting under Tawhed? Why are you fighting these mushriks? Mushriks also believe in Allah. Yes, the mushriks also believe in Allah. And the mushriks wanted interfaith too. In fact, the mushriks, they are saying in the time of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, 1 year we worship Allah according to Islam, and next year we worship our Lord. Next year we worship Allah. Next year, that's what Muslims are doing also, by the way. Unknowingly. Keep it on. So, we have to keep that understanding now. What is it? What is that Tawhed? You are going to ask that question too now. You're going to say to the Prophet too, why are you separating yourself? Huh? Are you not following into a trap too? Why are you separating their mothers from their sons? Fathers from their sons? Why are you separating families? Why are you fighting them? They're going to say to the Prophet. Why are you not accepting the mushriks and the Christians and the Jews? Okay, maybe mushriks, they say, it's a bit out there. What about the Jews? Why? They're going to say to the Prophet now. You are going to say to them. Why are you not just accepting the Jews and hug them like that? So, there is haq and there is a batil. We're not interested to be united under batil. What's the use of unity? Unity for what? Why? Why you want to unite now? Let me ask you. What is that unity? Unity. What does it mean, unity? Everyone sit together. Everyone is happy. For what? To live a life. To have happiness in their life. Happiness for what? Pursuit of happiness. I'm going to ask you 1,000 questions. You cannot even come up with one complete answer. Because this life, it is to know Allah and it is to worship Allah. That is the answer. Not according to you or to me, to Christians or to Jews, to believer and to believer. It is according to how Prophet ﷺ brought that truth. Truth is not a vague, amorphous idea out there. It's a cloud. Okay, nobody can really define it. What is truth? They're teaching you that, isn't it, in colleges? What is truth? There's no such thing as truth. Let's understand what is truth. That is not Islam. Islam came with the truth already. We answered all the questions. That's why we had a high civilization. We're not just sitting around doing things that is for nothing. Understanding? So, the unity under what? What is that unity? Unity in believing in Allah and His Prophet. Because now, Islam, unity, truth is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. If you want to cut it, if you want to put Muhammad Rasulullah aside, you are not a Muslim. And you know what? If you do that, you're going to betray what the Prophet did. Because Prophet ﷺ, he did not come just to say La ilaha illallah. In fact, when he said La ilaha illallah, he had less resistance than when he said Muhammad Rasulullah. That time they put full resistance onto him. So, it's not the way, one way. Of course, the one way. Inna dina indallahil Islam. The way is Islam. The way is Islam according to Allah and His Prophet. And it did not stop there because so many groups, we're saying this over and over again in so many different ways. So many groups now. Muslims are divided to 73 different groups. Holy Prophet did not say 1400 years ago when he said that Islam is going to be divided into 73 different groups. And all the groups, they are one. And all the groups, they are correct. Understand this. This is a Western sickness that we have. Oh, don't offend anyone. We must all just be tolerant. Everyone is nice. Everyone is the same. Prophet did not say Islam is going to be divided into 73 different groups, and all the groups they are right, and all the groups they are united, and all the groups are under Tawhed. He did not say that. He said 72 of them, they're in the wrong way. One is correct. He didn't say 2 are correct, 3, 4, 5, 6. He didn't say 72 are correct. He said 72, they are wrong. He says 1 is correct. He didn't leave it there for us to think about what is this one group for 1400 years, thinking what this one group is. He already said and he defined it from that time to the time of the Sahaba Kiram, Tabi'in, following until the Ottomans. It is clear what this one group is, because he said the group, those ones who follow my sunnat and the sunnat of my Sahabis. He did not stop to his sunnat too either, because so many groups are saying we're following sunnat. But there is no precedent, there is no chain, there is no link, there is no wasila. There is no connection. And he already put that protocol. He says not only my sunnat and the sunnat of my sahabis. Meaning, those ones who follow me, follow them. Now, this new idea. This new idea of saying, let's all just unite. Of course, you know what? That one is coming and saying we believe in Allah. We say, very good. Whatever religion you come from, you believe in a creator, we say very good. We don't say no, we don't accept you. Never, we're saying that. Then we ask them, are you believing in the Prophet ﷺ? They say, yes, we believe he's a prophet. Then finish, tamam. We have no quarrel with you. We don't quarrel with anyone too. We don't fight. We sit in a mountain. We're busy with our animals. We're busy with zikr. That's it. They say we believe in the Prophet. We believe that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. They say, okay, that's it. That's it. That's done. If they say we don't believe in him, they say, well, you know what? You don't believe in Prophet is saying, what the Prophet is saying, huh? About that one group being correct and 72 being wrong. Then maybe, if you have faith, you're going to believe what Allah is saying. And what is Allah saying? Inna dina indallahul Islam. The deen, the religion, the lifestyle that is accepted by Allah, that is in Allah, it is Islam. He did not include others. And he's saying, if you come to me with any other religion except for Islam, I will not accept it. So, if someone is believing in that Allah is a creator and Prophet ﷺ is a prophet, then we say very good. But it doesn't stop there. That is just the entryway. You just entered now. If you say we believe in Allah, especially Muslims now, we're giving the shahadat openly, we believe in Allah and we believe in the Prophet ﷺ, but that Muslim is saying, but we don't believe in hadith. Or we don't believe in Shariat ruling our lives now. Or we don't believe that there are holy people, awliya Allah, that you can ask them for help. Or they are saying we don't believe in Khilafat, or this or that. There are thousands of different ways now, not just 73. Feminist Muslims, fascist Muslims, communist Muslims, they're all giving the shahadat too. Now if they come with all these different ideas, then their following of Muhammad the Rasulullah, it is not according to Ahl Sunnah wa Jama'ah. Then we're saying yes, that time too. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Lakum dinukum waliyatin. To you your religion and to me mine. So, inshallah Rahman, maybe you understand something from what I'm trying to say. Because now also we're not looking at the label of Muslim, Christian or Jew. We're looking at the label of believer or unbeliever. Believer or unbeliever. But if you call yourself Muslim and you're going to say we don't need Shariat, we have to become moderate, modern Muslims, that we don't believe in awliya Allah, that we don't believe we have to pray 5 times a day. We don't believe this, we don't believe that. But we say the shahadat. If we say that, then we say, we cannot do anything. We don't have the power. But you and I, we are not the same. Lakum dinukum waliyatin. To you, your religion, and to me, mine. First, you have to understand, this is also a Western understanding, Islam splitting into groups. Of course, there have been groups. But for 1400 years, the main body of Muslims, they've always been the Ahl Sunnah. Okay? The 4 mazhabs, they're not separating into groups. The 4 mazhabs is inside the Ahl Sunnah. It's just in terms of fiqh. And if you want, you have a fiqh. You have the do's and the don'ts. 4 main ways, you can choose either one of them that fits to you. Now, you know what to do and what not to do. Physically. Now there is a spirit. There is a question of the spirit now. You want to get deeper into it. There are groups. They are not separating, fighting one against the other, but there are groups now that will allow you from being a Muslim, from being Ahli Sunnah, from being Ahli Mazhab, now you become Ahli Tariqat. You go deeper into it. And the Tariqats will provide you that kind of education. Nobody ever says, why is the education system here so split up and separate? You look at a university, no one ever says, all these different faculties, all these different subjects, all these different professors, they're all split up. Why don't we just have one? Nobody ever thinks that way. And in Islam, in the Ahl Sunnah Aqidah, the way, it is not split up like that. But now, because there's so much fitna, and the only template they have is how the Jews and the Christians, they live their lives in their religion, not how 1400 years of Islam we've lived it. So they think they're mixing it up. They think that Muslims have lived their lives like the Jews and the Christians did for 1400 years with that kind of split. So, I don't know what you're talking about, which temple of Sulaiman. So, I don't know. We don't worship in temple. And what temple of Sulaiman? I don't know what shirk or shaitans you're talking about. If you're talking about Masjid al-Aqsa, then it's a very good question. Go and bombard the Yahudis with this. Don't come and ask us. And what are we doing to this Temple of Solomon? Temple of Sulaiman? Temple of Sulaiman. Who says Temple of Sulaiman? Now it is a nest of shirk and shaitans. Masjid al-Aqsa is still Masjid al-Aqsa. They are trying to make it to become like that. It is not going to. What are we doing about this? We are begging Allah to send us help. We are not proud, arrogant ones to say we have to do and we have to go out and... what are you going to do? Jump up now, do something. What can you do? Where can your hand reach? Oh, if only all the Muslims come together, we can do something. That time you have no idea what faith is and what the events of the Akhir Zaman and how to fix this. Because it's not through that. It is not through our hand. It is through divine hands that is going to come. These are the events of the Akhir Zaman, of the last days. And yes, we are begging and asking Allah every day, every time, to send us a sultan to come to fix this. Because this cannot be fixed through our hands. Allah has given this time to the tyrants. It is not given to the believers. And the power will come with Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam, not through our hands. So prepare yourself to accept Hazrat Mahdi. Prepare yourself to accept that we are living in the time of Dajjal. Then that time we may be working for him. Otherwise, without knowing it, we are working for Dajjal. May Allah protect us from that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.